Yes, people. Welcome back. Sorry, I felt so good. Welcome back to another episode of the Stockroom Podcast, where I'm joined by the guys in very light attire. I guess that shows what the weather is like. But we have Michael to my right.
Live in the car. Happy to be back. Good to link up with the guys again. Even though the audience don't really feel what we're talking about. But it's good to be back.
And we have Bolu the Bear.
Bolu the MacBook.
Guys, Bolu got bored and just went to go and buy a MacBook. In this life.
Bolu the MacBook Transformers, you know. Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
Man from me from an iPad to a
Can
MacBook.
you imagine? Laptop in disguise.
How are you, Bolu?
I'm good, you know. It's good to be back. Good to see my friends. I ain't seen. In fact, I saw Eman last week. I ain't seen Michael in a while.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I didn't know you guys were better than Burna Boy. I can't lie.
You missed out, man.
Yeah, man. I heard.
You should have gone, man.
Yeah, I heard.
And we have prestigious.
The official.
Hey.
Oh, the official.
Fabrizio
the one
Romano of kicks.
I like the Fabrizio Romano of the UK scene.
Yeah.
The Almighty.
The Almighty. If you're looking at early shouts, his page is 50 stories long. But if you get through it, you know what's coming out.
That's your dissertation done. You know what's happening for the next 2 years.
Steady.
Wake up in the morning and read what he has to say. He may have an occasional dig at somebody who's trying to cat the page, but it's all part of the game. Kaff, thank you for joining us today, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Sorry.
Thank you for having me.
Nah, man, this mic is weird. Anyways,
Gonna bring it down.
it's just moving iffy. Anyways, yes, Kaff, how are you as well?
I'm good, man. Good. Nice weather this week. Just enjoying it, man.
The hay fever has been...
It's been
It's
beating us.
A1. It's got me on the ropes.
Absolutely.
Bro?
Y'all feel that?
But I feel it. Hey, I wake up being RKO.
Mad.
I said... Yeah, I can't.
Hey, yo.
I can't. I've been taking... mine isn't that bad, yeah, but I've been taking this... Because I've been taking that medicine, one purple...
That tab that they recommend on TikTok.
Yeah, yes!
I keep telling people about it.
What,
It's
Fexo?
Alivia.
Well, lie, I got it in my bag.
that
The
one.
purple one.
Seriously?
I've got it in my bag.
I'm telling you now, yeah.
Does it work?
Bro,
I've heard it's
You know
the
what
one
it is?
still.
It depends.
I'm
'Cause
telling you now.
All the flowers are so refreshing.
Like, bro, it's...
Hey.
I can't lie. It's changed my life.
You know what it is? It's like... So it's... I don't know if you know a lot about drugs, but it's like...
Tell us something about drugs, bro.
So it's fexofenadine, innit? But the prescription version is 180 grams, but then that one is 120. So it's good, but it's not the best. So it's like
Right.
me who's suffering, I shouldn't be, but I had to start doubling up.
Doubling up.
Why you just get the prescription version?
It's got no side effects. It doesn't like non-drowsy, drowsy.
I don't read that
non-drowsy-
stuff.
No, it's not non-drowsy, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I feel fine. I don't know about you lot. I don't know if you guys' bodies is built differently to mine. You guys might be sleeping behind the wheel or what. But no, man, it's defo. I'm telling you, bro, it's definitely the one. I've been sniffing and it feels good.
Yeah, no, I can't lie. When that TikTok went viral, I
Yeah.
sent to all my friends that had hay fever. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
the streets are saying this works, though, get
Yeah.
it.
But the
And
thing-
everybody that got it hasn't complained since.
My hay fever is weird because I don't get hay fever during the day. I get it in the morning. I wake up sneezing, but I'll go and take a shower and then I'm all right. And then during the day, my eyes might water. But apart from that, it's not like peak. I'm outside in flowers and my eyes are like small because I can't see and they're all welling up. Mine's not as bad.
Nah, mine's peak. If I smell freshly cut grass, I know to just go back inside.
Is it?
Yeah,
Mad.
It's long. It's long. My eyes will go red. People think I smoke weed or something. So
Crazy.
it's long. It's long. I have to double up. I have to double up my hay fever medicine. But
What hay fever are you taking now?
I learned a long time ago to just get the store's own brand because they got the same active ingredient as the main one. So you pay £8 for Alities and you get 4 tablets in there.
Oh yeah.
But then Tesco's own has the same active ingredient. You get 16 tablets for £4. So
Fair enough.
I was looking at the whole purity thing and I'm like, it's not. Nah. Purities, you're not that guy. Like, you're not like Olivia. You're not like Purities is one.
Is AC Milan. It's got history.
It's good. Yeah, it's
As of right now, it's not performing.
It's not performing. Speaking of AC Milan, I wanted to get into quickly, guys. It's not a football pod, I promise. But Inter Real Madrid tomorrow.
Inter Real Madrid, you wish.
I said Real Madrid.
You
Inter
wish.
Man City. Blue versus blue. English blue versus Italian blue. Michael, what are you saying?
I'm not patriotic tomorrow. I need Lukaku to come out with a Lukaku special.
I said what? Prime Premier League versus Premier League.
He needs to tap into that
old school.
Henry training and bring me a spin move on Stones and Diaz and bang it top bins. That's what I need.
Do it for Megan.
That's what I need.
Do it for Megan.
You're damn.
Do it for us.
That's crazy. He's playing for a different cause now. Hey man,
different now.
she's watching. G.
It's nuts, man.
Do you know what it is? It's the fact that like Americans have, because through Megan, a lot of Americans have now tapped into who he is.
Yeah.
And he's just one big tall black guy that plays football. So they're like, rah, he must be cold.
Yeah.
And then
They got
us
no
watching him
idea.
since God knows how old. We're like, this guy.
Yeah, they got no idea, man.
They have
Hey,
no
they don't
idea,
even know.
man. Kaff, what are you saying? How do you think about the final?
Bruv, I was saying, I was talking just before briefly, we went inside, like, I support Arsenal. My best mate supports Real Madrid, and my other mate supports United. So between the three of us, we've been saying, look, we flopped, it's your time. You have to stop them now.
Yeah.
Then United lost.
That's
Then
an
it's like,
avatar.
bruv, you lot have to do it. Real Madrid lost, and now we're all hopes are on Inter Milan. Like, I know the treble thing is all a sort of United Liverpool thing. They want to stop City. But as a gooner, I need Inter Milan to stop them as well.
Lie.
You took our title. You
lie.
can't take this as well, man. It's enough.
The Adebayo curse needs to be.
Oh, Kwasia.
We need the Adebayo curse.
Stop it. Stop it.
iOS 17.
Molly, what are you saying?
Damn, man. You know, it's been a very up and down week.
How do you feel about the match?
You know what it is? As much as I would love to see Man City get a three-peat, or whatever you guys would call it, you know.
The free feet. Man's bringing basketball terms into football.
Win the
You're
treble,
scary.
as you guys would call it. I don't want to see the Lukaku stock. The way Twitter will explode if Lukaku does what he needs to do.
If Lukaku does what he needs to do,
I need him to miss a penalty.
I need that.
he's going straight to Real Madrid next season, by the way. I need that.
I need it.
You know he's still signed to Chelsea as well.
Yeah, I know.
That's why
I
you
know.
went.
That's why I wanted.
It makes
That's why I
sense.
wanted him to.
It makes sense.
Because if his stock goes up, our stock goes up.
I said Dzeko, Mkhitaryan, Lukaku, all ex-Premier League.
Yow.
That's a win vicariously.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
It's one for the ages. But yeah,
Hey.
man. Anyways, let's move off football and get into what's on foot.
Cool.
Bolu, do you want to start?
You know, I'm here saying like, you know, I imagined it, then I reimagined it. We've got the Air Jordan 3 reimagined. Yeah, I'm live and direct. Yeah.
So that's the Air Jordan 3 reimagined. Kaff,
Yo,
chat to us.
I've got,
Actually, you know what? We'll leave you to last. Sorry, we'll leave you to last because I wanna. Yeah.
So what have you got for it, man?
I have. It's a sunny day. You know, I have to go out with just. I don't wear white Air Forces. I wear white, triple white, neutral grey Jordan 1 lows.
Yes.
Because I don't like Air Forces. Anyways, Michael.
So today, am I gonna go on Bully's flow? I'm protected.
Oh,
I'm in the 2002
you guys
there.
Special Pack Dark Navy.
You guys are
there.
so
No, I'm saying
moist.
he's there. Back like he never left.
And now,
And Kaff,
yes.
what are you in, brother?
I'm rocking the Tiana Taylor Harlem Rose Air Jordan 1
Smooth.
Zoom Comfort 2.
Jeez.
They are comfortable.
I was gonna ask that.
They
Yeah.
are crazy comfortable.
Yeah.
They feel lightweight. Like when you hold them, they don't feel like a Jordan 1.
Yeah.
They're so light. But yeah, this is I've got a pair of Zoom Comfort, the first ones. I don't call them ones, but yeah, man, they're all leather, which is not traditional of the Zoom Comfort 2. So they're really nice. Man. I
What
cannot
colourway
complain.
of the first one do you have? Is it the London?
The London ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
And
those.
they're a bit stiff, and they got the whole exposed foam thing running throughout the thing. But this one, seeing it all leather, and it's got the same lost and found crackling on the
does it?
ankle collar as well.
Okay.
There's a lot of hidden details in it, man. Even behind.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, raw.
gap there as well.
There's a story to everything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sick pair of shoes. I know a lot of people regretted skipping them. I couldn't miss this one. I couldn't miss it.
I hear it.
Bolu, I said Bolu. Bolu, what do you think about the shoe? It's been too long, man.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
It's like an Air Jordan 2 for me. I can respect it. It's just not for me.
Fairs.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I like the rollout.
See,
I didn't buy the shoe though.
yeah. You see what they
But you know what shoe we? You know what other shoe we didn't buy?
Go on. What other shoe didn't we buy?
The Air Jordan 4 Thunders.
Oh,
I never went for them.
Yeah.
We all wanted them, by the way.
Oh, serious?
We all wanted them.
I did.
And one by one, the Jenga blocks just dropped.
That shoe is Stockroom heritage.
That one is from beyond the ages.
I'm surprised you didn't get it, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well.
I don't know what went into that process. I met the criteria to be selected, but I wasn't.
No, like
It was one of those ones where you know we've talked about in the past sneaker entitlement. I was entitled. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I was entitled. But hey, I'm not gonna come and complain on social media.
So it was a clean sweep. No one got it.
Yeah, the way you use clean sweep.
Jeez. Clean sweep.
That's a bad clean sweep. Yeah, I can't lie. But back to the shoe. It's not for me. Like, obviously I respect Tiana Taylor, another black female getting an Air Jordan. Obviously there was recent news of I forgot her name. A black woman's now
Vice president
of Jordan Brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was cold. Obviously, I think there's a whole reshuffle going on up there.
As it should be, to be fair.
Yeah, actually, that can take us down into a topic I didn't want to get into too early, but the whole Nike sustainability thing, because that was one of the premises to it. It was like, okay, cool. As we know, a lot of Jordans and a lot of Dunks and Jordans have come out this year, and over the previous years, it's not nobody's buying it, but a lot of them are sitting, and Nike's basically trying to work out what the hell do we do, because there's a lot of stuff sitting. We still need to make money. Obviously, we can go back to it, but pandemic, they lost a lot.
Yeah,
and they're still trying to recoup. So I think they've done like a whole rejig of all of the higher ups in Nike. They've moved VPs around. They've moved the
landscape's changing, isn't it?
And
each market is requiring different things. So if you deal with for example, the UK with the same glove as you deal with the US, you're not going to get the same results.
Yeah.
And they're noticing that now more than ever, where countries are opening up, different kind of cultures are spreading. Like UK culture before the pandemic, you could say, yeah, cool, it's more of like a London-esque thing or more of like England thing. UK culture spread way beyond the borders of the UK into parts of Europe, into parts of America, and it's commonplace to see them now in different places. So they've got to understand that, yeah, globalization is taking place, from example, the UK standpoint. How do we then capture that in our stories that we tell through the year? How do we tap into the best groups or the best communities or best individuals to tell our stories that we want to push within that year? And obviously, it's not an easy thing for them to do, but hopefully they can make the right moves and still keep themselves at the forefront of the game.
I think
because they've got the archives for it.
I think the last couple of years they've definitely benefited from the hype culture.
Yes, for sure.
You've had a lot of people. What people need to remember is a lot of these limited releases, sneaker culture. It's a luxury item. We want them. We don't need them.
Yeah.
That's why you've seen the likes of New Balance, Salomon take off, because they're utility running shoes. So the people who need shoes and need a good shoe are buying that because they're not sneakerheads. Like the average John Smith who works in Canary Wharf, who needs to buy a pair of runners, he's not buying a pair of Dunks, and he's not going StockX. He's going to get a pair of Salomons. He's going to get a pair of New Balance because they cost 200.
327s.
Exactly. Or 550s if he wants a Dunk looking kind of shoe that is not hype. So Nike just need to tap in. With the news of the Roche runner coming back,
I saw that today.
Is kind of heading towards that direction of retro runners, but sort of the GR ones that just sell well. Yeah.
What's the other shoe? A P6000.
Yeah. They're gonna have to move.
Fight Club. The P6000 or Fight Club. I still want it somehow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They need to move back towards that, and I think affordability is the thing as well. You've got a lot of people tapping out from sneakers. I've seen tons of people saying, I just can't. I'm fatigued. I'm a bit bored of it. And B, I can't afford these new retail prices. Quick
question, guys.
Go on.
Since you brought this up, how many trainers have you bought this year?
Oh, not a lot.
2.
Yeah.
Just for myself or
for yourself?
2. These and gutter greens.
Okay.
2. Go on.
Can't lie.
I can't lie. Can't lie. I'm not like you, but still.
There's the every game airships, both of them.
Oh yeah.
The Tiana Taylor's ones.
Yeah.
The SB Jordan 4 came out this year, didn't it?
This year.
That's 4.
I can't wait.
Spider-Man Next Chapter ones.
Okay.
The eBay dunks, but I got them this year. I don't know if they came out last year, but I got them.
I think they came out back in the last year.
Someone hooked me up,
Yeah.
so for retail. Shout out Rob Illy. safe, bro.
Size 12.
I want to say that's it because I skipped the Reimagine the Cement 3s because I've got the black cements, and for me that's always going to be the best Jordan 3. I think that's it. I'm probably forgetting 1 or 2, but I'd say to take into account what I can't remember, I'd probably say 7 or 8 pairs this year.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I've done about 3. No, tell a lie. Well, 3 trainers. The other ones weren't trainers.
Okay.
Nice. So, like Bolly said, Cortez 95s, Pink Tings, SB 4s, and the Pata Aquas.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was this year as well. So,
raw.
Yeah,
bro.
When I say it was like we walked into a store.
we walked into Duke's cupboard in Soho.
Shout
Shout out Ned and Milo. So we walked in there, and I saw them, and I was like, literally, we had been speaking about the shoe, like a lot in recent times. I was like, I can't lie, I need one of them, at least one. And I was like, I want the blue one, I want the black one, but I could do the orange one, type of thing. So then we walked into Duke's cupboard that day, and they had a pair just sitting. Because sometimes like people put their shoes on consignment in the store, so because it's like a vintage shop, so they sell like vintage pieces. So I've seen it, I'm like, let me try this on, and that's my main problem.
Big mistake.
If I try on a shoe, there's a 9 out of 10 chance that I'm buying that shoe on that day,
Especially if there's a mirror.
Yep.
See with a mirror.
So I put the shoe on. It was even making sense with the fit on the day.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
It's done. It's a wrap.
It was the day we recorded the FD episode.
I remember. Yeah.
So I've now tried it on. I'm like, I was like to Ned, like, what, does it come with a box? He's like, nah, it's literally just the shoes, bro. I was like,
I'll take it.
In this day and age, you know what? In this day and age, like I don't have space. If it comes with no box, one is cheaper,
I'll take
and
it.
2
Why
is less
not?
storage.
And I can't lie, in terms of wear, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Like all I wanted to do, and I'll probably do this before I wear them again, is grab a pair of the sale lace because they came with the grey ones. So I'll probably get the sale ones in, just because I feel a little bit with the sale ones. But yeah, no, that was the 3rd crep I copped this year. And the other creps were, I copped a pair of Clarks, and I got a pair of Clarks yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't lie, Michael's not telling the full story.
What?
Because it was me. That basically, all I have to say is I'm that friend, innit? If you got a lot of money and you don't want to spend it, I'm that friend that's gonna make you spend
Literally.
it. I was like, yo, Michael, this looks cold, you know? Like, bro,
That's
it's peak. Like,
I think I would have left it if Iman wasn't there that day.
Iman almost did the same thing to me as well, you know.
I'm that friend.
I was in Selfridges.
Call me a bad influence.
I went to get a pair of Bapesters. Do you remember when I called you? I went to get a pair of Bapesters. It was like a mismatch with pink.
Oh yeah.
Multiple colours, yeah. And I called him. I was like, bro, do you think this bag's like? Yeah, it's good, you know. Like, you know, he's just saying it because, like, you know, in Selfridges, the connection's a bit sketchy in the first place. So the picture was bare fuzzy. He was like, yeah, it's good. It's good. I didn't have other people with me. I would have bought that shoe, man.
Hey, what can I say?
Bad friend. Bad friend.
Don't worry, we're gonna get Iman back soon.
No, for real.
Quickly going back onto it, the Rush ones. That was a bit.
I'm here for it.
I'm not.
I'm just here.
I missed the first wave.
Yeah.
I saw the hype. Everywhere you looked, there was Rush Runners.
That shoe was important.
It was like, do you remember when the Fila Disruptor had its moment?
Yeah.
And you couldn't go anywhere. Even guys started wearing it.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I was just like, nah.
A certain demographic.
Yeah. Shout out to them, innit?
Shout out to
That
them.
was scary though.
You are. Woo.
But the Roche Run coming back, that's going to be, I don't know, it could be hit and miss because it was like the Flynet Racer. When they try to bring it back with the air unit.
But you know what Nike's problem is, if Nike decides to try and be greedy and do the whole in line with our price increases, it's going to be like 160. No one's going to buy it. Like the Roshi Rum was like
70.
It was like a cheap.
£80.
Yeah.
That was a 70
Yeah.
At most, I expect it to come into the market at like 120.
The most it should drop when it comes back is $89.99. And
know what?
I know for a fact it's going to come over a bill.
Yeah, in the real world, I agree with you. But you see what we're doing now and the whole inflation thing.
Yeah.
It's definitely
This
120.
is business.
Like, well, it cost more than our Air Forces when they were dropped at the time, so we're gonna keep that.
Yeah.
that disparity there.
Or they're going to use
it has to be less than Jordan 1.
They're going to use the word technology.
Yeah.
You see that word?
With updated technology.
Updated technology.
Reimagined.
What they'll do,
Reimagined.
they'll what's it called? Move to zero on the insole.
Oh.
Renewable energy.
I could talk
Checks
about
and
that.
balances are right there.
That's what's so crazy because they've got their apparel line that's like Move to Zero. It's like recycled material. I looked at like a grey tracksuit and it looks weird. It's like not fishnet, but it's like a mesh material.
Yeah.
Brother, the hoodie was like $190.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm like, this is the one, the sustainable one.
Yeah.
For who?
Yeah. I
Mad.
even remember. I think about the whole topic of like sustainability. I think that was another topic that came up quite recently whilst we were. Do you remember the whole 01? I can't remember the name of the shoe. There was like 4
I know what you're talking
colorways.
And then each sole was individual because all made of different recycled. It was all
Yeah.
like
Space
hippie.
Yeah,
That one.
because I got the 03 and I used them for the gym.
Is the 03 the low one? Or was it the high top one with the zip?
There was 2 low ones and there was a 1 sock one and one with all the fancy bits. I think that was 04.
Yeah, I think I wanted that one.
That's the one everyone wanted.
Yeah. Really
but only 3 of them had Zoom X foam on the insole, which is super bouncy. It's crazy. That's what my one's for. They use for the gym. But the one that looked like everyone was looking at it like the next Mars Yard, Tom Sachs, the 01. And Sod's Law, that's the one that does not have any tech in it.
Yeah.
It is like a brick. I got both the debut pairs, the grey and like
Grey,
neon
yellow,
green, and then the other one that everyone wanted, the sail with the orange swoosh.
Yeah.
Bruv, I can't wear them. It's just like wearing bricks.
I'm surprised they didn't go back into it because I feel like if they really pushed that, then they could have obviously, like Nike can sell you a story.
Yeah.
They'll use, they have one shark in the ocean and caught up in plastic, and we don't want this to happen to any of our animals, so we're gonna push sustainability. Boom. You got Pear on board like that.
Then right after that, Space Hippie Edge or the one.
Yeah. They did one, didn't they?
I think they did do one.
It was like dark grey.
Dark grey with a red like line.
Yeah. They did one.
Space hippie soul.
And it came in the brown box as well, the Move to Zero box. No paper, no nothing,
yeah.
just the shoes in the box.
Yeah, I think
It wasn't bad.
I really don't remember this. Here's me thinking I was cooking.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
No,
It wasn't bad.
that's another thing. Yeah, all of the shoes had no wrapping paper.
Yeah, it just came in the box.
Move to
Just-
Zero is obviously like, why use paper? It's a waste of resources. There's no paper inside the shoe, no paper wrapping either.
And if I remember correctly, Move to Zero, that Space Hippie shoe had the name of the shoe on the box.
Yeah.
So loads of them were getting teethed.
Yeah.
Because it was like, it literally says on the box, as the wrapping box,
Space Hippie.
Space Hippie 04, 03 or...
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's when people really start getting up in arms with, because it was around that time that Nike changed their packaging for deliveries anyway. So the box, the shipping box said Nike on it. It had the Nike swoosh. It's like, come on, man. If I've got a dodgy courier, they know. And if they're savvy enough, or if they're a sneakerhead, they know what's dropped on what date and when the delivery is going to go out. So I don't know.
I can't like this. I know there's a business in. I know there's a. I'm not even going to shout out a company.
Have you not seen the TikToks?
Yeah.
Where with the post officers or postmen or whatever pull up with their bellies on and like £2 for a random parcel and you don't know what you're gonna get. It could be a phone.
Oh, is it like that car boot sale type of thing?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's real.
That's so
It's
scummy.
real. It's nuts.
There was a clip that even went viral of some guy who was waiting for his dunks. Yeah, and this was when the Be True to Your School colours were coming out. So Syracuse, Kentucky, St. John's, all of that. He ordered his pair. It was on TikTok as well. And the delivery drivers, and shout out to couriers, this isn't shade at them, but they sent that thing, say, sorry, we missed you. And he was like, nah, I'm here. And he ran outside and he caught him and he said, nah, what you're doing is wrong. And he got his phone, started recording the back of the van. His box was open. His dunks were just open. He's like, you tried to teeth my shoes. It's like, there was bare updates in the comments. Like, the guy got sacked, man. He was teething people's dunks. He knew what time it was.
And if he's done that, he's done it before.
Yeah, of course.
That's not his
Of
first
course.
rodeo.
That's all, bro.
I've lost bare shoes in the post.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't even complain anymore. I'm like,
Mad.
fair play.
Mad.
I hope you get
You got me.
Yeah, I hope you're.
What's the worst one you've lost? Almost deal one.
Jordan 6 black chrome.
The one that came out.
It was like, like the DMP black and gold one.
Yeah.
It's like exactly the same but silver. It was like chrome.
It came out last year or 2 years.
It was a couple of years ago.
It must have been the previous pair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
they said yes at the depot. Went to the depot. Was like, the guy hasn't come back yet. So I was like, I'm gonna wait right here. And it's like, the guy's not. He's finished his last delivery and he's going home. I was like, so he's taking the packages home with him. So he's like, yeah, just call tomorrow. He should be here. Came back. He's like, oh, he never returned to work.
Man.
So I was like, rah, for a pair of Jordan 6s. I was like,
you must have cleaned up
you
that
can
thing,
have it then, bro. Because I'm going to get my refund. If it means that much to you to lose your job or to abandon ship.
He must have cleaned up though.
Well, he probably did,
couple
man.
pairs.
Probably did, man.
Yeah, a couple of days after release day, I was checking the sneakers at
Yeah,
a couple of days before.
Yeah.
Like, rah. So what, if this drops then, Nike do quick
Let me put my
delivery.
shift in for 6 a.m. on Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. I'll do that shift. I'll do that shift.
Bro, you got early shift on Monday. I got you, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah, I got you.
You want to swap?
Sleep in. I got you.
Easy, bro. You don't even need to swap. I'm good, bro.
Yeah, me down, bro. Hey, bro, don't worry, I got you, bro. It's
Yeah,
cool, bro.
the whole time just rubbing his hands.
Bro.
Like Birdman, just
It's
like there.
nuts.
Like.
Another thing that's dropped, the whole SB Dunk Travis Scott thing.
The thing is,
what did you think about that?
the thing is, never say never. Like, people are coming out and saying it's not happening.
Yeah.
There's
confirmed.
places overseas that are saying web drop. Raffles are going to start soon.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hold my breath until we're past September and it's not happening.
We see definitive yes or no.
Yeah. Because people are too quick to point out that someone got it wrong. But those same people are the same ones who are posting it when it happened.
Yeah.
So it's like, because no one screenshotted you posting it and you've deleted it, no one can call you out.
Yeah.
it's mad, but
Or they're the type of people that say no, and then you see them on the sneakers app.
Yeah.
Why didn't it drop?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's 9. It's
And the
like
thing-
8 a.m. Why did it happen?
Exactly. And the thing that no one sees is a lot of these dates get changed all the time.
course.
We're seeing shoes that should have dropped in Easter dropping now. We're seeing shoes that should have dropped Valentine's Day dropping now.
Yeah.
Things change behind the scenes so much. Things get cancelled, pushed back. There could be the whole Travis Scott and that festival thing where the world was trying to cancel him. Then you look in the brand sees the upcoming release. They're like, look, put a pause on all of that. And then people are like, oh, you said this was going to drop and it's not dropping. It's not that it's not dropping or that it was never going to drop. It's that it's on hold, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a ton of Tom Sachs stuff that was meant to drop. It's not happening now.
Yeah.
There was a next Mars yard that everyone would have gone mad for. It's not happening right now, but never say never.
All I'm saying is,
They'll rebrand it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
all I'm saying is that a couple months. It was so dumb. A couple months later, someone's gonna come on YouTube and be like, "Oh my gosh, cease and desist. This was the pairs I was supposed to drop," and then they have like 2 or 3 pairs, and the shoes going for like 50, 60K because they know a couple people.
Exactly.
But I don't know why the whole SB Dunk thing happened. It was really random.
It just seemed so forced, like they were clutching at straws. Like, you know, like, especially because this wasn't the first SB Dunk we saw. The first one we saw, or I remember seeing anyway, was a reiteration of the mocha.
Yeah, as a dunk.
And the khaki as a dunk. And I was like, well, that's not real then.
Yeah.
Like,
sometimes you can look at it and say,
yeah. And then we came a bit further down the line. They've now kind of added like a bit of a patchwork thing to it, kind of reminisce of the other pair. I'm like, this is more plausible. But again, if Nike are saying they're looking to close their account with Travis in some kind of way, I don't think they're going to drop another dunk. I don't see the reason to.
No, I'm talking
I
about
saw the Mac Attack.
Yeah.
And I feel like that might still release because I feel like that might be also that they want to push a little bit. And I feel like a collaboration like Travis Scott, that would be in his last shoe. It's a nice sign off.
I don't think they'll do it.
You don't think so?
I feel like the Mac Attack was a one-off. This is for Travis.
Like a friends and family.
Let's get everybody hyped type of thing. Because obviously now, moving on, we've seen him in a new silhouette.
Yeah.
I don't know what shoe it is. I've looked at pictures, but nothing's quite
clear. People are trying to say they think it's an Air Trainer low. Other people are saying they think it's a Jordan 5 low. It's got a strap. I got no idea. It
could be a mixture between a flat and
maybe
an Air Trainer type of vibe.
And I also saw people were saying that it's his own shoe,
like his very own silhouette.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
But is it with Nike or is it just him?
It'll be with Nike because it's got a swoosh on it.
Reverse swoosh on it. Right?
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it's got a swoosh on
I didn't
it.
see that.
Interested to see, but yeah, I think the Travis hype train is slowing down.
Yeah,
definitely.
Do you feel like there's a grill you'll be happy to see? Because obviously the SB Dunk is a grill. Is there a grill that you're happy to see restock out of the blue?
Selfishly, yeah, the Off-White Chicago one. But if I'm keeping it real to myself,
Yeah.
I don't think it should ever come back, because especially now that Virgil's not here, I just think let it be that moment in time, like, because there's a lot of shoes, Air Max 1s from back in the day, like the Cherrywood pattern. It hasn't come back ever.
Yeah,
and that's kind of why I like it. Because you can't get it. It's done.
Yeah.
But I don't mind being that person that can admire it on someone else's foot or from afar. Just knowing it existed was good enough for me. If the Off-White Chicago one ever came back, maybe 2027, like 10-year anniversary. But I honestly feel like, and not because I think it's been ruined or watered down, without Virgil here, the Off-White nightclub don't feel the same. I just think maybe it should just stop and cool off. Like,
so do you feel the same even with the releases that have happened since, like
the mid Air Force One mids? I know he had a hand in designing those, and he had his own silhouette. I can't remember what it's called. You know, there was that brown one and the white one.
The brown and the grey one, I believe.
That's it. Terraform. That's it. Yeah. That was his own thing, and you can see the vision he had, because he was a bit wild and he loved the tongue to mess around the tongue. But having met him, and I met him when I got those.
What was it?
Yeah, there was an off-campus event in London where they did the launch of the 10, and I did not know what the 10 was. Like, I signed up to an event with Nike, got an email back saying, it's a full day event, and it was all day. We're customizing our own Air Force Ones, and then boom, at 5 p.m, ASAP Nas and Virgil Abloh walk in. We're just like, what? And at the very end, they're like, pick any pair you want. And I was like, what? And at the time, I didn't know the impact that the shoe was going to have. And I'm a London boy at heart. Air Max 90. I was like, I'll take the Air Max 90. And it was at Nightclub in Shoreditch at the time. Near where S&S is, on that alleyway. And they were like, you want the Air Max 90? And I was like, yeah. They're like, you're the first person today that's asked for the Air Max 90. I was like, what else did everyone want? They're like, the Jordan 1.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh.
So I should have asked you. Tell us more about this shoe that you
sorry, it's a complete tangent there.
It's my fault.
The Off-White 10, there was an event on the Nike app, or it was called Off Campus. It was a full day event, and it just said, you're going to go learn about the 10, design, do some shoe design customizing, and that was it. Got there, got a name badge. It was like my first proper event I've been to with the Nike one.
Bro, what an event, bro.
You walk in, it was at Nike nightclub. You walk in, first thing you see, massive Jumpman logo, and the Jumpman is like on a glass like a glass backboard, and the actual shadow of the Jumpman had the Off-White Chicago ones. And we were just like, is this what it is? And I'd never seen them in person. I didn't. I only knew what the Air Max 97. At the time, it was ghosting and revealing, and the Air Max 90 was the revealing. Air Max 97 was the ghosting, where it's like a little bit. I don't know. The only word you can use is ghostly. Like some of the features are just faded. It's like subtle. So the whole deconstructed original pack was there. And I was just like, this is a bit sick. And it's like, they done it like the things were in air bubbles and floating. And I was just like, this is sick. Then they took us to another location where everyone sat down in like similar to this kind of layout actually. It's like a studio, but it was like a big, like there was bare floors. It looked like the back rooms, like whoever knows about the back room thing. And then they gave us like all triple white Air Force One with scalpels, bare materials, glue guns, fishnet, coloured, just anything you think of, and just go crazy. From everything you've seen today, just go nuts. Design your own Air Force One.
That's crazy. The motivation coming off seeing that, and then putting it into the shoe, and you're like, this is difficult.
And I am not a designer at all, so I was on making my design just look stupid. And there was some girls there, like proper design students. She put a zip on the Air Force One, like calligraphy. She scalped it out. She done the whole revealing thing. So she took off the toe box, just had the foam showing. It looked sick. Hey. And then we just hear someone come in, and no fanfare. No one was going wild. The Nike staff obviously knew who he was. And Virgil Abloh was just like, hey, I like your design. What was your thoughts behind it? And I was just like, that's like, it's actual. And people were getting up, I was like, can you sign my shoe? Should I sign my shoe? And he was just cool, man. And then, and then they went and he did some DJing set. And we got to the very end, they took us back to nightclub. I was like, which pair do you want? And you got a T-shirt with it as well. I've still got the T-shirt. It just said logo with a Nike swoosh.
It's
a black
That's
shirt.
where that T-shirt came from.
You could only get it there. And just an all black T-shirt. It just says logo with with like a swoosh, but hand drawn swoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all Virgil, man. He drew the swoosh, and it's just like raw. So forever. I've worn them maybe 4 times because it's like a moment in time for me. So. Yeah, man.
That's beautiful, man.
Did you want him to sign it, or was it?
I didn't want him to sign it because I just wanted to keep it a blank canvas. And he mentioned something about allowing it to age naturally, and it'll become a character itself. And without me wearing it, the tongue's gone yellow. There's discoloration. The bottom,
The sole is nuts.
the sole has got a gradient.
Like gradation, it's crazy.
All I've done is keep it in the box.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, guys, you'll see the overlay. This is like I've seen yellowed off-white shoes, but this is clean. Especially what this is 2017.
2017, yeah.
So that's what we're 2017, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
That's special, man.
And the shoe, like this could pass like as a really good condition.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not saying you're gonna do anything.
Yeah.
The only yellow in I can see is on this toe box, but
Yeah.
this toe box is not even that deep.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're walking past somebody, you won't be able to see it. So,
I struggle to wear them, man. It's like a piece of art. But,
Yeah.
Bro, honestly,
yeah, man.
honestly, man.
how many pairs of off-whites do you have?
At the time, I think I was fortunate because people didn't clock about raffles. Because that was like the beginning of proper,
Yeah.
like every drop is going to be a raffle.
Yeah, everything
so
changed.
I entered for everything. So I got the Blazers, the original Blazers. I got the original Prestos, which was,
Yeah.
I don't even want to swear on here. I was
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah.
That was and that was through End Clothing.
Oh,
and
wow.
I never win on End.
Yeah.
Fairs.
The Blazer
You know
and
what's crazy?
Presto.
The fact that hasn't changed over that whole time is nuts to me.
Bruv, my last win from End was the Prestos.
Fairs.
What would that?
2017 was my last
That's
W
crazy.
at End Clothing. And the Blazers was from End as well, so to credit to them. Of the original 10 though, it was just those, the 90s, the Blazer, the Presto, and the Converse, the see-through one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like those. I can't lie.
Those are the only ones I got from the original 10.
Vulcan.
But
Yeah, vulcanized.
the ones that came afterwards, I got the UNC ones,
Okay.
the all-white ones,
And then G's.
and the other 2 Prestos, the all-black and the all-white ones.
Yeah.
I think that's it. And the rest are just like the outside the 10, so like the Vapor
Yeah.
Waffle
Yeah.
and the Terra Kaigers and stuff like that. So the sort of niche ones. But
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got the Terra. What?
Terra Kaigers, you know, the running track ones.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Why?
Ruled that.
I think at the time,
Did you plan to win?
because I've worn them.
Did you run in them?
Nah, light jog.
The way Iman's custom them like it doesn't like Zoom flies is crazy to me though.
Oh, is this what we're gonna do?
What was gonna do, bro?
This is what we're gonna do.
Now at the time, it's just I was just obsessed with the off-white design. Everything Virgil was doing was just like it was.
It's brand new. Though.
It was breathing life into arguably dead silhouettes. Like obviously not the original 10; those silhouettes are still strong. But some of the
No, but the one that you just
athletic
talking
ones.
about, I hadn't heard of it before the whole Virgil thing.
Yeah.
The Terra, how have you?
There's the Zoom Terra Kaigers and the Vapor. Is it Vapor Street or Vapor Waffle? And he done the Zoom flies as well. I tell her I had the Zoom flies as well,
Okay.
but in the tulip pink color. I can't wear them anywhere.
Why?
Is there a
Bruv, I am very dark skinned.
Like
Tulip pink
It's
on my feet,
saturation.
brother. It's too much.
Saturation, I hear.
It's too much. It's too much.
The thing is, I know exactly what you're talking about because it makes so much sense.
They're so bright.
I have those ones, and I had the black. You know, the size on it is weird.
It's like a size
And a half.
down. It's like you need to
Down?
Sorry, it fits like a size and a half. If you get your true size,
Oh.
it feels like you're wearing a size and a half down. You need to go a size and a half up
yeah.
for it to fit nicely.
Yeah, like my pairs 9.5, and I'm an 8.5.
It feels like
Yeah.
your toes are bleeding.
Bro.
I can't do it.
Yeah, and you have to wear it with. I have to wear mine with thick socks because
Yeah.
can't wear it with thick. I just use that to like compensate the fact that I love the shoe, but that is actually bad. Like I've sold the shoe 3 times. I've had the pink and the black pair, and
Yeah.
I've probably had both shoes. I would say 6 or 7 times because I
Seriously?
because I didn't get the sizing right.
Oh, okay,
so I bought
okay,
a size
okay.
9 and I sold that, and then I bought a 9.5. And I sold that, and then I bought a 10 because I thought I could wear thicker socks, but the 10 was too big. So I went to go and buy a 9.5 again.
Yeah.
So I need a black pair and a 9.5.
I think the black pair are
and a
nice.
9.5. So yeah,
The black pair are nice. I like them.
yeah, can't lie. One of the best off whites in the. Yeah, cool.
He thought we was finna agree.
Crazy.
I want to push the conversation more over to you, and get into how you started. Obviously, you've told us a story about this, but when did you start collecting shoes or trainers or sneakers?
I was always in and out. When I was younger, like my first few jobs was like JD Sports. Shout out to the JD Sport, John David Sports Crew. And after that, it's just life, and everyone's got a similar story with like responsibilities, money. You kind of come away from that and you concentrate on school and stuff or family. Look, my dad got sick and things like that. So I kind of came back into it once I was back on my feet. I had a good job. I was living on my own. I didn't have any real responsibilities. I had a lot of disposable income. And then I remember following Soul Supplier. And shout out to them lot because they're safe behind the scenes. They've helped me out a lot. And I was just like, I want something for me and my people. And it's not obviously they're a business, so they're for everyone. But I didn't feel like there was enough representation of guys from the ends, black boys. But at the same time, I was scared. So when I started it, if you notice, my logo is, I got someone to design it. It's very much like a Takashi Murakami, genderless animal creature thing that's just BBC ice cream kind of logo would go on a jumper sort of thing. And I specifically said I want it to be genderless and not show any kind of ethnicity, because I didn't want people to say it's an urban blog. It's it's for the hood, for the young people. I just want it to be just a blog where people who struggle can come. It's a safe space. No one's gonna make fun of you for not knowing the difference between a sportswear dunk and an SB dunk. It comes from a place of just we're all trying to get the shoe, and that's how I started. And that was like back in 2011, and then things took off in 2012, thanks to Offspring. Because that's they did like they were doing something for their Atmos Animal 2.0, so the Air Max 1 and the 95, the second ones.
The pack, bro.
Same here. I want the 95 so bad. The Atmos Air Jordan 3.
The Jordan 3 and the Max 1s.
Yeah.
Because anytime I see Alex in the Max 1, shout out Alex, I'm just like, oh,
it's
bro.
Such a nice shoe.
Air Max 1's a crispy, man.
Yeah. And the 3 is... But yeah, sorry, go on.
And they were doing something for that, and I just jumped in their comments and said, some guy said something funny like, oh, is the raffle going to be like jumping like Tarzan on a lamppost?
Yeah, one of them ones. One of them guys.
And I just and I just said, oh, this is comment of the day. This comment should win. And then the Offspring guys replied in the comments, said, if this comment gets 100 likes, we'll give this guy a back door. And that started everything. So I put in my comments in my stories, and that's how the story started. If you can just go to this picture, like this guy's comment, so he can get a pair of crepes. And that's where the community element came, because everyone was trying to help someone else get a pair of shoes. It wasn't about you or yourself.
It was just about supporting the people.
And then they started doing their raffles like that, and then it all kicked off. And then my account sort of getting towards the sort of annual days where people need information. I just noticed my following just surging. So like Air Max Day, like 2,000 people started joining.
Yeah, kind of like Air Max Day and Yeezy Day, we were cooking. As the stockroom.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
The engagement is ridiculous. On those
it's crazy.
Ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And it's like, the amount of DMs you're getting now. Oh, do you know if this is coming out?
Yeah.
People are messaging us thinking we're suppliers.
Yeah.
Like, can you get us?
Can you get us this?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
What do you mean? I am just a humble black man.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm at work.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
If I start past Air Max Day and Yeezy Day, I was at work with my phone, but I was like hiding it under the table kind of thing. And I was messaging, and people actually reply like, "Can you reply?"
It's dangerous.
I was like, "Bro,
it's dangerous. You've got a whole life and a full-time job that you need to sort out." And it's just sometimes I'll be there at my desk and my phone's just I'm doing my day job. Then I look at it, it's like, "Oh yeah, Kaff, do you know what's dropping? Is there going to be a shock drop?" And I'm just like, "Brother, I'm just a black guy from Essex, just like." But that's part of the fun. I do enjoy it. Yeah.
For real.
what got you into like reporting? Like not reporting, but like early releases and like reporting what's coming out in that
And
sense.
researching them.
Because I didn't like not being in the know, and it felt like when I got back into things, because I've been in it for years, but when I got back into things properly in like 2010, 2011, it felt like there was close circles of groups who didn't want the information out there.
Yeah.
Because I would go to Yeezy drops, like I do digging so much, and this is Yeezy 350 version 1, Turtle Dove, Oxford Tan, Pirate Black. You'd go to Adidas, it's like, we're sold out. It's like, how did the guys know it was? This was before they would even post anything on Instagram. Like, how did these men know? It's like, oh yeah, the security guard hooked them up. Yeah, but he's not here today. How did they know? It's like, so and so's in this group, and then they've got a WhatsApp group. And then I was just like, nah, it's not fair. So I'm putting it out. If you follow me, you're going to get the same information.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how it started. Because I was like, it's not fair. It seems like people want to, and I get it. If you got something good going, you want to keep it going. I completely get it. But I'm like, it's so hard. In fact, it got to a point where it's too hard to cop.
Yeah.
So now I want to put the information out there. So there's no point in me having information to myself, because a lot of my friends aren't into kicks like me, and my missus definitely ain't into kicks at all. So what's the point of having all this information and sharing it with no one? And I don't want to put a paywall. Oh yeah, you have to join my Discord and give me $5.99 a month to give information that is out there if you're vigilant enough. So yeah, man, that's how it started. I was just like, I want to help people because I struggled as well, and it sucks when it comes to you're on the Yeezy page all day, on the Splash page, hoping to get through. Nothing happens. So I thought, okay.
Even more recently, this whole, the whole Wednesdays thing on the sneakers app.
Yeah.
Is it Wednesdays and Mondays, or is it just Wednesdays?
I wouldn't know.
I think it's on Mondays as well.
Sometimes Mondays,
And they've started dropping the 4s, and they've dropped 1s in the past.
Oh, picks of the week.
That's the word. That's what it's called. Picks of the week. That's not something like you would know. And
you don't get a notification.
Yeah, it just happens.
You don't get notification.
I hate the fact that sneakers don't send notifications. We get it. You don't have an account. We get it.
I hate the fact that sneakers locked off my account.
Why?
I'm asking the wrong person. All I did was just
Kaff, we know you know people.
All I did, I just attended the lives, commented, had a nice time, engaged. I tapped the fire emoji.
Had a nice time.
Yeah.
Bullet must have dropped an F-bomb or something.
They just kicked me out. I felt like 50 Cent.
What you say?
You know what I mean?
What I do?
Yeah, that's weird, man.
It's so weird. Like,
I've reached out to them.
I have. They said that it's like a global issue. Like certain accounts have just been unable to log in and stuff.
That's weird, man.
So now I just can't do anything.
Should have pulled that card. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Well,
I said pull it through an email that they can see who you are. But no, that's interesting. Like going back onto it, niches. That's one niche of the whole sneaker game. The whole early / leak. What would you call what you do?
I'd say I report on sneaker news. I wouldn't say I'm a leaker. I say leakers are the guys who work in the factories and actually take the pic and then post it somewhere and then put the at in the water logo.
The watermark,
It's just like because they want you to know, but
Pandemic goat.
Yeah. Pirates. But it's just
Pirate. What happened to Pirate?
Pandemic goats.
Are they still there?
Pandemic goat.
Yeah, I thought they were still about, but
I ain't seen them.
it's just
I follow them and I haven't seen them in ages.
I just think people. I think it's the economy. Honestly,
I feel like
people
over,
are getting.
I feel like over the pandemic, a lot of these type of accounts got traction.
Yeah, for sure.
Because people are just at home buying spending money.
People go shots to see things, innit? So all of the information I'm consuming is from what my man's put on the internet. And if he's taking a picture of a shoe in hand, on foot, the shoe's looking crispy, and I've gone over like a month later and seen what's this guy with the socks?
Oh, Yankee
Kicks. Yeah.
A month later, Yankee Kicks is posting, bro, man, you know what? This guy might be legit. Let me give him a follow.
Yeah.
And now all of my news is coming from this one guy in whatever factory who's posting consistently. So yeah, even like with I remember Georgetown's? No, it was one of the 85s. I think it might have been the red 85s.
Okay, the reverse spread.
Yeah. When that was dropping, I saw pictures of that coming that way before, and it was like, is that a factory or is this somebody's house? And the fact that you don't know makes people more intrigued. Like, why does he know something I don't? It's kind of like the reason why you started what you did.
Yeah.
You wanted to be the person to share that information with the rest.
Yeah, I'm partially intrigued as well. I mean, my day job is to do with intelligence. So I like to try and find the source of not to expose like I know who's doing it, but just out of interest and where are these people based? Why are their photo images so bad in 2023? So clearly they're from areas that are less privileged than we are, which is probably the factories. So you've got factory workers setting up their own Instagram accounts, taking pictures of the products that are being made, and then saying early leaks. And the thing is, they're getting good now. So some of them are actually doing fit pics.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So they actually got like the bottoms like this. With like
crazy.
with their own crepes in the back. And it's just like, rah, they're really going for it. So, you know.
Wait, Kaff, I have a question. You mentioned quality of pics.
Yeah.
How did it feel when you switched from your Android to your iPhone?
Brother.
Okay,
Brother.
that's
No, seriously.
No, because I don't think anybody
No.
understands it.
This is
How
legit.
happy
No, this is legit.
Kaff was when he did that transition.
Brother, I was like,
Why
everything.
were you on Android for so long?
Everything, because I just thought I was sucked in by the whole. Oh, it's free. You got free reign. You can go on any website and blah blah. Because Apple used to be really restrictive on what you could do on their software.
Very much.
But
so.
now it's like Apple is kind of like, yeah, we don't get viruses. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, I took one picture on portrait mode. And I was like, I've got about 7 apps on Android to make it look like this, and all I've done is taken the picture. And I was like, nah, this is how Apple boys have been living. I've been in the ghetto.
When I saw that quality change, I said, praise God.
Brother, I'm telling you, I look back at my old Android pictures now. It's like the ghetto. The ghetto. Horrible. Apple boys stand up, bro.
He started playing around with the filters.
Brother, enlightened.
Instagram lives are
I was enlightened.
Nah, I saw the come up. I was like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah, man.
I said I was with you before.
Yeah.
When the pictures were looking.
I used to do it sometimes when before you got your new phone, when the guys were like, oh, like, what's coming out? And we had like we used to do Clubhouse sessions.
Yeah.
I used to screenshot like you might have like a 16 tap story.
Yeah.
I screenshot like 8 of them to have all the information about the kicks. So before we went into the room to discuss them, I've got all the information there.
Okay.
And I reference it.
Yeah.
And so I've been watching what you've been doing for like, I want to say like the past maybe like 3 years.
Serious?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
It's crazy.
Real, like, it's one of the ones where like even with like drop information that like the amount of people I just send the story to because I know like or like people have said, oh, I need a shirt that looks like this. I see it on your thing. Like, be awake. It's coming out.
There's 550 dropping, bro. Like, take it or leave it.
Don't ask me. If I see on Kaff,
when you see Kaff stories, those little tiny bars.
I said, I'm eating today.
Oh, it's a good day today. What's your weekend, bro?
I'm trying to make it shorter now because someone said it to me the other day and I never clock because I never think about consuming my own content. I just think I think about I need to get it out to the people so they can see it. And someone's like, yeah, bruv, like because he said, yeah, you said set notifications up so I don't miss the sneaker shop drops, but I did, but I get like 80 notifications from you a day, and I was like, bro, oh yeah. Oh yeah. So now I'm trying to condense the official images because before I was like, right, official images, every single one. So
and they used to do the animation, and then on each slide there was a different animation, official animation. Next slide,
but now I'm like, you need to see the front, the back, the side, and the official that sort of side by side one, and then that's it. And then someone else can do the other ones, because people got lives too, man.
no, it's good. It's definitely something needed in this, well, especially this UK sneaker scene, because I feel like 100%. A lot of the things that are done are for America, and we have different release dates.
So you get
and currency.
Exactly.
You get this is gonna be like, for example, today I saw the Bread 4s are coming back in.
Reimagined
4.
Leather.
It's gonna be what?
Cool. Leather or nubuck?
Nubuck.
Thank you. Look,
Moving
sit back down.
Before we continue.
They'll look nice. They'll look nice, but nah, Nubuck on, I don't know.
Hey, but I won in the long run.
Get off here, man.
So
run did you
is
win?
it not leather? I won in the long run,
You didn't win, bruv.
but I've won.
You didn't win.
You won a nubuck and I got leather.
Okay.
Bye. You're the reason they haven't brought up Military Blues, by the way. It must be. Everybody, if you want a reason, it's him.
Real. That's why they dropped the golf ones at first.
That's so scary.
Man.
How can you drop golf? You know, usually when they drop like a Jordan 4, coming up down the line, they drop the golf one. We didn't even get a sniff of the real thing.
You guys,
just golf.
You got your military black. That's what it was.
I'm gonna slap you up.
You got your military black. You
Or
guys
is it because of you that we didn't get the canary yellows?
Nah, someone.
But we both got the shoe.
Canary yellows.
No, but we both got
Canary yellow off white.
No, but we both got the taxi.
Nah, that's a Mel.
But we both got
That's
the
a Mel.
shoe. So, anyways,
That canary yellow leak. Hey, till this day, they will pay for their crimes.
and we know who they are. Anyways, go back onto it.
So about the Bread 4s.
Yes, go on.
What was it? I think it was Soul Supply, or I saw it today that it's coming out on All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, there's a release date for it. It was
Yeah,
17th of February next year.
For $215. But it's like
Yeah, what's
dollars, isn't it? That's
No, still, bro.
It's still about
that converts to
200.
about 205.
Yeah,
Yeah,
205.
What?
So it's like
That's
seeing
egregious.
drop information, with UK dates, because obviously I watch basketball, so I know what All-Star Weekend is. I
Yeah.
know what I'm looking at.
So do I.
Other people who
Like
are looking,
E-man.
who are looking at, who are like, oh, what's All-Star Weekend?
What's the
Have they
significance?
finally started doing the All-Star Weekend for the football or what?
Yeah.
And then seeing $215, like, I don't know this, but you'll convert it, or like you'll give us actual
The
UK
price.
date,
Yeah.
UK price. Like, cool. This is easier to give to people who aren't even sneakers as well. Like, this is what I'm looking at. If this is who you want.
Yeah, I noticed that whilst I do it and before I started, the dates would be it's all very American.
Yeah.
In dollars, US date, US sneakers app. So I'm very careful about what I post because sometimes I know the information out there is specific to the States.
Yeah.
So sometimes you'll see me not put a date at all.
Yeah.
When I don't put a date, it's because
confirmed.
it's unclear. It's
Yeah,
unclear. There's a lot of things that we get first though. So like Lost and Found, we got it first.
And then people bought it and then shipped it to America and tried to sell it as pre-release.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's crazy.
I think we got taxis first as well, right?
Yeah, we get a lot of stuff
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
The only things we didn't get first are those vintage dunks. Still need a vintage blue dunk.
Which ones?
The vintage red came out like probably 2 weeks ago.
It's
so.
like it's dunk low, standard like shoe, but it's got an aged missile.
Oh, was the red kind of more darker, like
Yeah,
a
like a-
maroonish?
yeah,
okay, was it like a cell? proper vintage? I know the one you're talking about.
There was
There's a blue one and a green one as well.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted the blue pair, but I don't know.
I wanted the green ones, but they were women's.
Is it?
Mad.
I don't know. I know they're in America, but obviously they have
So
Slava
you're
come
paying.
out.
They can see what
Size 10, man.
You
Yeah.
can't. It's long.
Okay, nobody asked you for your Titanic-sized feet. Alright. But anyways, back onto it. I wanted to talk quickly about a shoe in a pandemic, which I feel like was... Okay, we knew about this shoe for ages. And let me just clear this the smoke. But the Air Max 1 Travises.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I had heard about that shoe like 2 years prior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The leaks are getting earlier.
Because I remember seeing on your story,
Yeah.
you were like, people are saying there'll be 6 pairs.
Yeah.
That's not
That
confirmed.
whole palaver.
Oh,
Because there was like a grey one.
grey.
And like a I want to say there was like a blue. There was
Yeah.
like a babyish blue kind of
There was so many
Bare colours.
There was
Bare
so
colours
many-
are gone.
Yeah, there were so many different colours.
People
Do
like
you feel?
Sakai.
Huh?
I said moving like Sakai.
yeah. Although I
Let's
enjoy
not
it.
get into those people. Do you feel like with brands like Pirates? Because I feel like Pirates were one of the main people.
Pirates
to-
are strong on that one still.
Their designer
Strong
was
on that
cooking.
one.
He just said, "Oh yeah, I want this shit to look like this."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you feel like people should not get in trouble for that, but like we should be discrediting pages that do those type of things because they're basically leaking false information.
They're doing mock-ups based on the color code that they've seen, and it happens a lot. Sneakerhead Z does it a lot.
Yeah.
I know Mr. Unloved Ones reshares his stuff quite a lot, but
Yeah.
they're actually in the know. Like some of the stuff he puts out, I know that he's seen the CADs or the release. That he's seen the actual release dates from provided by the brand to the retailers. They've seen it. They've got the list, so they know what they're talking about. I avoid any mock-ups. Like the only mock-ups I'll ever put is the actual CADs where it's got like the 2D print of it and like the style code and the color description. Like I did it with the Air Max ones maybe last year.
Yeah.
Like the Magma Orange. There was like a whole.
Yeah.
There was like 4 or 5.
yeah.
Those ones, the CAD. that is what it's gonna be. Those are the CADs. But for people who put on mock-ups and they say, yeah, I mean, I know Soul Retriever does it sometimes as well. I tend to steer away from that. And I don't call anyone out for it because at the end of the day, it's they're guessing, and it's down to them. I personally don't like it. I don't like mock-ups that are just guesstimate. But I don't know. To an extent, if I'm playing devil's advocate, they're just excited. They want to show you what they think it's going to look like. And if I was doing that, that's what I'd be saying in my caption. Like, I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
I think it's going to look like this. What do you guys think it's going to look
But where
like?
you don't put that, it kind of
Gives the
makes you
impression.
look like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then the shoe comes out and
It
it's
looks
like, bro,
nothing like it.
I thought you said, go on.
For example, Air Jordan 4.
Yeah.
4 or 3?
Yeah.
4.
Oh yeah, 4. Yeah, you're right.
They
4.
made the 4 look like it was going to be incredibly.
That 4 would have been TT.
Yeah.
I remember we were talking about it on the pod, and I think we didn't stop.
Yeah.
Because we thought it was going to look... Because I think somebody made it... Because this was before the whole AI craze.
Yeah.
Somebody made it,
and it looked
then they put it out as that with like very similar packaging.
Yeah.
And then the shoe comes out.
That's not it.
And there's that dusty sorry.
Yeah.
That,
I've got it as well.
actually,
I've got it as well.
Actually, no, you like it.
I like it. Don't do that.
Yeah, I didn't like the 4, but yeah, if that was to come out as what we thought it was, similar to the 3, it would have been boring. But bro, let's have it.
Yeah.
Come on, baby, let's have it.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
it was decent. Another shoe that I wanted to chat to you about, something more recently that has happened over the time, the whole Master Sheffian, Nike SB Crenshaw thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, SB was upset that they leaked it, or they showed a picture of it, and they said, "How you gonna leak this? Like the whole, you don't even know the story." For someone called Master Sheffian to
Imagine getting the opportunity to create a dunk only to have an account named Master Sheffian leak it with no context to the story. How do you feel about that whole leak situation?
I think they've got. I think they're entitled to feel the way they do, because I'll be honest, there's been information about kicks that I've been aware of that I haven't leaked until someone else does or until it's announced, because I think it's not my place to put it out there.
The file. You do it
There's, I'm not gonna lie, there's a bit of that to it. Like I don't wanna take the stick for saying this, but at the same time, it's their story to tell, so let them drop it or them leak it.
Sure.
And even shoes that have dropped here in the UK, I've known months ahead of the release, and I'm just like, no, I'm not going to share it because it's their story to tell. But on the flip side, it's a bit corny for a company to be jumping on Twitter saying that. It looks very unprofessional, for one, and it's your leak. You're the company. You're in control of non-disclosures. You're in control of who can bring their phone into what factory. You can stop the leak if you want to, but you can't get mad at something that you should be in control of.
But with social media, I don't see how, because you can sign a contract. You are the company that have signed a contract, and one of your employees has been too excited and shared it on social media. It's out before you even know. We know of various cases where people.
There's no way to bring it back with social media, especially like with Twitter. It's very like residual. If somebody's scrolling mid-scroll and you delete it, they're still going to see it for a few minutes before it eradicates itself.
The reason I say it feels corny is because it's a very out of touch thing to do, because when they say the story, it's still going to hit. People are still going to want it. If the Pata Air Max 1, the entire pack, the maroon, blue, orange, black, white, they leaked months before it dropped.
Yeah.
It did nothing for the desire and the story. In fact, when the story came out, the next wave, people were more on it because they wanted to know more about it. Now, I'm not saying that happens for every leak. There's some leaks I genuinely think should not be leaked, and leave it for the storyteller to tell their story. But
go on.
No, go on.
I was thinking of a shoe, the Kobe Mamacita.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
The black pair.
Stuff like that shouldn't leak. Stuff like that shouldn't leak.
Early as well, right?
Yeah, Nike dropped it early, and then they got.
There was.
a mess up.
I'm not going to call out any names. There was a London store in particular that sold them on a raffle and shipped them out. But I don't think it was their fault.
On the stocks here.
So
we've been told to sell. And then they couldn't retrieve it.
To their defense, I think it was after the raffle that it all kicked off. People it should have never been sold. And
but then it was too late. They've already sent out their pairs. And some people cancelled orders as a result. But so the ones that had already gone out, there was nothing they could do.
But it's down to the community and the culture to call that stuff out. And if they don't want to see it, then it's like when people talk about petrol prices. It's too expensive. Don't go to BP. If we all don't go to BP, they have to drop the price. But there'll be people out there say, I don't want to do that. That's inconvenient to me. If everyone stopped following the leak pages, if everyone stopped buying the Kobe's on resale, if the reselling platform said we're not allowing the sale of this shoe because of the incident with Kobe, then it will put some morality back into it. But the reality is there's more people out there out for themselves than the collective. So It's a difficult one.
100%.
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
And if we all stop paying taxes, the way we could rock this country.
So you can spend more money on MacBook.
Sacre bleu, move like the French.
Because I was thinking, say the whole Clint Max 95. Imagine if those shoes dropped early.
You said Clint Max 95. You mean the Cortez Max?
Cool.
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry,
Thank you.
It's all right.
Cortez Max 95s.
Yeah.
If those shoes dropped early, one, I don't think it would have been a happy body. But two, it's like, they've dropped and I want to know more about it. But to me, this is just a green 95, a pink 95 and the blue 95. There's no like context to it.
When you say if they dropped early, do you mean they
sorry,
were
not dropped early. They
Oh,
leaked
they
early.
leaked.
Sorry.
because they did leak.
Did they?
Yeah, they leaked about. The thing with him is he's very behind the scenes. He's very protective of his brand.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
He will only work on certain projects.
Yeah.
He will not allow his brand to be turned into something. He won't allow anyone to take control of his brand. Or
Yeah.
So the leak was tight, but it still leaked. But in comparison to other leaks, it was only maybe 4 or 5 weeks before it actually dropped.
Yeah, it was
that
very
it leaked.
because obviously with the advert, it helped him in the fact
Yeah.
that he had obviously the green he dropped
Yeah.
by himself, and that kind of pushed up through the pages and got written about. I think a couple heads might have known about it in advance. For example, when Hard Copy did the write up on, he has to have some knowledge of the shoes.
It leaked about 4 weeks before Hard Copy did their piece.
Yeah, so
Because I remember seeing all three and I was like, I remember in my head thinking the black and pink one looks dope, or blue and pink, whatever colour it was. But what is this about? And I saw the mesh and I saw Cortez on the back and I was like, okay, so this is his shoe. They mentioned he was going to get a Nike shoe. This must be it. And then Hard Copy did their write-up with the same shoe and I was like, okay, boom.
Nah, it makes sense.
That's going to be the shoe. And then they did the ad campaign.
Yeah,
and it was
and then
like,
you saw the 3 pairs in the ad campaign, and it's like, cool. This is us saying, yeah, there's a little something. But to that point, a lot of the general public still thought it's just 1 pair, and those other 2 are friends and family. Because we were discussing it with that. What's the other 2 pairs? Is it an F&F? Is it what's the situation? And it was cool to just
there is F&F pairs.
have that. It was cool just to have that discussion and see, because I've been seeing, like, for example, the guys within Cortez rocking 95s a lot more than they were before. In the last maybe 6 to 9 months.
100%.
There's the collab, I can't remember the brand. And it looks like it's like cross knitted.
That's new though.
Yeah, but I can't. What's
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember what it's called.
Salem black strips.
Yeah, so say them black. It's like a black base.
It looks like
a bit
a-
of
it looks like a jacket.
whitish.
Is this CD? It's not CDG, is it?
No, I don't think so.
I wouldn't
The
be
CDG 95s though.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're a very clean pair of 95s, but you would have seen them probably rocking around the Vault Greens.
Yeah.
A couple of the OG,
OG
joints,
ones.
as well as some of the newer stuff like Infrared and whatnot.
Yeah.
And like people were seeing it, and like they'll drop fit pics and they'll be wearing 95s, but unless you're within the circle, you won't know what's going on. And I think that's the way they preferred it to go.
Yeah.
Because then they can control the narrative, and it's
Yeah.
like they're just wearing shoes. For example, now you see them wearing like Emily on door pieces.
Yeah.
You kind of know what
Yeah.
the deal is
Yeah.
if you're in the culture. But if you're
Yeah.
not in the culture, you'll be like, oh, like, just wearing Emily on door, like, it's a nice piece kind of thing. So, yeah.
Moving, I guess it's not really moving on, but staying with the whole rumored vibe. Are there any rumored shoes that you're anticipating this year?
That you're allowed to talk about.
Yeah.
I'd say nothing that blows me away, to be honest, because like similar to what we was discussing earlier about how many pairs we bought this year, I've kind of taken my foot off the pedal. In
7
being,
is the 4th the pedals.
yeah, but bruv, I'm telling you, last year,
Last year was bad,
I'd say what year did Chunky Dunk come out?
2021.
I was behaving
2020,
stupid with money. I
Is
would
it?
at least 3 or 4 pairs a month.
Oh,
And it was because even you mentioned the Sakai's. There was Sakai's were dropping. There was a lot of Jordan 1s dropping that year. Chunky Dunk year was just a crazy year in general. SB Dunks had just the new wave. You were trying to cop
Chunky
every
Dunk,
SB Dunk you could get. They had it's just the GRs.
SB,
Strange Love.
Community Garden.
Was it Sean Clive? Sean Clive.
Yeah.
It was a crazy year. And I didn't even get a lot of SBs that year. So anything else, like all the consolation prizes, there was a lot of decent GRs. There was a lot of 95s was resurging again. So, and I don't post everything that I buy. It's
That's
just
another thing. 95 resurgence happened in the pandemic, and I feel like a 95 isn't a shoe you can really enjoy on the internet.
nah. You need to wear it.
It needs to be on your foot.
Oh my
need to wear
gosh.
it.
Actually have to.
Wearing a 95, it's different.
It's different.
I don't know how to describe it.
Like there was 95 I nearly bought when I was working up in Birmingham. The Air Max 95 Ironstones.
Yeah.
They're like a rehash of the Vault Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was this close to buying them. I was like, nah, let me wait. And now I'm like, I'm glad I didn't buy them because another shoe I like that I think I'll probably wear more.
Yeah.
But if I had bought them, I'd be like, cool. Like at the time I wanted more colours than 95.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it. And I was like, why? Like
Yeah.
we're outside, it's 2021. I expect there to be more than just the
Every time you put on a pair of 95s, you say to yourself, why don't I wear this more?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You can wear it every
crazy.
weather.
now the one I have, I even have to kind of like ration myself with it because I'm like, I don't want to wear it too much.
Yeah.
Because I could wear it every day.
Nike, you see that 95 campaign?
I could wear that Cortez 95 every single day of the week.
Every
Yeah.
second,
And it works for everything.
every minute.
That 95 campaign that you're probably thinking about in the ether.
Shout me, bro.
There's 4 people that would happily
Yeah.
Listing.
that will happily
What's that? 2 8.5s, a 10, and a 12.555.
rounded up to 15.
But deep, even with when I went to Morocco, I was doing I did road with those 95s,
Yeah.
Bro.
Quad biking 95s, scaling up the mountain 95s.
You
Everything.
know what's crazy as well, People don't realize how, not to disrespect what they've done, but people don't understand how little pairs actually produced of the Cortez 95s. And the
wasn't a
impact it's
lot.
had, where I can step out, and there'll be some days where I'll be like on my way to a totally different location to where I usually go. I'll see a pair of Cortez 95s. I can go to another country now, and somebody will be like, oh, right, you got them. And it's like, the fact that that's like a mode of communication now, outside of the fact that it's just shoes, there's a community behind it and whatnot. It's just crazy that shoes had that kind of reach, and the 95 has come out of the borders where the 95, 90s, Air Max culture is really strong over here.
Yeah.
So it's obviously strong, like especially in Europe, but for different reasons. For us, I feel like it's more stylistic / practical.
Yeah.
For the
I think there's a lot more heritage in the UK with
Yeah.
95. The
I
95
feel like
and the 97.
with for example Amsterdam, they're
Yeah.
telling the story of like the whole dance scene, and that's like the MXBW and all that kind of stuff. So the reason why it's important to different cultures within Europe is different, and I feel like I'm glad that the UK's version and understanding of it is reaching further than just our 4 borders
and it's keeping it alive as well, because I don't consider myself an OG, but I was around long enough for when the 95 was called 110.
Yeah.
Because it cost $109.99 in the shops retail.
See that.
So, and people
95s and 110s.
Yeah, 110, and now how much are they? 150, 149,
125. When
Price
I last
varies.
checked.
and Air Max ones are like 150 now. It's insane. But the fact that Clint and his brand called back to that, and even when he was doing the sneakers live with Will and Tink Hatfield, and he mentioned the 110, I was like, raw. Even Clint knew about that. So it's crazy, and they're keeping it alive by retelling the story. And I'm glad they did that for the 95.
Like the times Presto dropped, because I had a friend that I used to work with, and he picked up the Presto as well. We were still calling it 110s then. Like, even though obviously customers are coming, oh yeah, these are MX 95s.
Yeah.
Amongst the man, them, it's 110s.
110s, yeah. On the blocks and the estates, it was 110.
it was
Yeah.
And everybody knew what he was talking
Yeah.
about.
For sure.
Yeah, I remember even at the Offspring of it, I had to say it's a
110,
110, bro.
yeah.
It's a 110.
It's a 110, man.
No matter what.
It's good that we have that, and it's good going to another country. We don't have a lot of collabs in terms of like streetwear. Well, now we're getting it, like the Cortez 95.
Yeah.
You could go to another country. It's like, oh, I like your shoe. What are you wearing? Oh, the Cortez 95. Oh, where's this from? Oh yeah, it's a UK. It's a whole UK thing. It makes you feel proud because you're going abroad and you're wearing something that has basically been no New Balance pun intended, but made in the UK.
Yeah, it's true.
yeah,
It's true.
yeah.
But sorry, to go back to
Go
your
on.
first question quickly, because it's just rang in my head. I think the only one I'm really looking forward to that's upcoming, we've all seen, is the reimagined Royal one. And it's only because I do like this thing of, and going back to your, again, this is like a double layered answer, sorry. The whole thing about bringing back grails. The Jordan one, the Royal one is a grail for some people. And
2017, yeah.
when I'm being unselfish, I'd say don't bring back some of those grails. Let it remain a grail.
Yeah.
But when you bring it back and you reinvent it so another generation can have their version of it,
Yeah.
I think the Lost and Found is such a dope Chicago for the next generation.
Lost and Found is amazing.
So
Amazing.
so I think this reimagined one, I know people are upset that it's not gonna be normal full grain leather or whatever. But that's what the 85 series is for. So they're going to, the OG colours, I think Mr. Unloved One confirmed it as well. They're going to use the high 85 as an annual OG shoe. Yeah. So they will come out in the OG colours.
Like the whole holiday elements type of.
And then rather than retro the OG colours, they're going to reimagine them. So now we've had the Chicago reimagine, we've got the Royal reimagine. I can only, that's what I was just about to say. I can only imagine that the next one will be the black toe.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see what they do with that, as long as it's not fur or something like.
I would love to see the Flyknit Jordan ones.
I want them to come back. I had the Shadow, the Royal, and the Bread. Flyknit Jordan ones.
I want them to. I want
have some class.
Oh, they were so nice.
That shoe can never come back.
I love those shoes.
That shoe can never come back.
I love those shoes.
Never come back.
No, because
man.
Keep that in the archives.
As Kaff said, it's good because now another generation is wearing an Air Jordan 1. Obviously, it's Flyknit, so it's easier to wear. And it's like, okay, cool. When I was younger, I was wearing the Flyknit Air Jordan 1s. And then you speak to somebody older, what's a Flyknit Air Jordan 1? I was actually wearing the Bread.
And that was a sign of the time, because at the time, that was Flyknit Race. So everyone was Flyknit. Flyknit was taking over. So that was the Jordan 1 of that era. And then after that, they brought back the Gatorades. And then now we've got the Reimagine. It's just like it's almost like, and I say this to my family, it's like funny, because each moment in your life is like a TV series. Season 1, season 2. And the Flyknits were like season 3. So now we've got the Chicago Reimagine. That's like season 4. And you've got all these seasons, and people who grew up or got their shoes or fell in love with sneakers at that era, that can be their grail. Which is why I think it's sick, but it's also why I think you should leave some to remain grails forever. And be a moment in time, and maybe for an anniversary of the actual silhouette itself. So 50th anniversary, 40th anniversary. Like, no one should wait 50 years because they might not be here anymore. But like, let's just say 10 years as a standard. Then you bring it back in its whatever form, and let people, the OGs and everyone who have, let them try and get it again, sort of thing.
But I feel like with that, it kind of reignites entitlement.
Of course.
Which will be like, I waited 10 years to get this shoe back. You children don't look at it. You don't deserve.
Don't sniff it.
You wait for the Galaxy Foamposite when it comes back. You wait. I'm not even into Foamposite, so I'm staying away from it.
See that one there. Even if I'm so happy I'm not a hype beast, because I like on a normal day I won't go for Foamposites.
I think. Well, dear. Why you guys do me like that? No, I was gonna say, in terms of like that kind of bringing back OG stuff, I think a shoe that I think did well with that was the Air Max 98 Supreme TLs. I really like the way they brought that back. And it was just like, it was quite true to the original shape. Obviously you saw like the Supreme implementation in there. But it was really nice to see like the people that had that shoe when it was first the old school TL, get that back and get that, because like people had been doing like soul swaps to be able to keep that shoe in their collection, and for somebody needs to pay for a soul swap for a shoe, because it's not an easy process.
Another one that goes
find somebody as well.
Another one that goes way under the radar is the Air Max Plus, the blue gradient, orange gradient, and then they did the purple gradient. Those were very true to the OG, and they are so comfortable. I cannot stress. But on an average day, I'm not looking at a TN.
I feel you.
But when that OG pack came out, I was like, I have to get at least the blue one.
It's nostalgia as well.
Yeah, this is it, and that's how Nike get us every time.
Nike love a good story.
Nostalgia will make you buy something you don't have the money to buy.
But guys, look at that time. This has been a great conversation, Kaff. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you.
We'll have to do this again for sure.
Definitely. There's a lot more. We're gonna have to do this again. But
wait, where are you going? Oh
yes. So it's been a while. For the audio listeners, Kaff, Bolu has gone off camera to get our prestigious F1. So Kaff, I don't know if you've seen our cult process. I'm joking.
Swearing in.
So we have an Air Force One that we are getting all our guests to sign.
And it is a size 15.
Jeez.
Bolus.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it not a 17?
It's a 17.
It's 17.
17, 16, 17. Yeah, it's a big.
Damn.
It's a big shoe.
Big boy.
Up the Nike outlet each and every time. Hooked me up.
They didn't block that.
Did I tell you what happened when I tried to buy it?
What?
So I bought it, and like.
Oh, is this for you? Oh, sorry.
No, not even that. Like, I was looking at me. It's like, so what's this for? I'm like, it's I'm just, wow, first, why are you asking me?
Yeah. None of your damn business.
I'll explain, yeah, so go on podcast, and now, like, when guests are coming on, we're going to get them to sign a shoe. He's like, oh, okay, like, don't worry, I'm not reselling. Oh, all right, cool then.
What?
How would you resell that? He's doing too much. That's a job's worth.
You know, it was no
They
box
didn't pay
as
you for
well.
that. Huh?
They gave me no box.
Mad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mad.
But
Maybe they didn't have a box for it.
Thank
for
you.
you, pick a side,
Cool.
pick a panel.
Wherever, bro. But yeah, Michael.
Hey man, it's been a good episode, man. It's been a good episode. I feel like for the people that have not seen Kaff's journey, I feel like I hope this is giving you a bit of an insight into kind of his origins and where he started from. And there'll be definitely more conversations where we want to bring Kaff in to discuss with him about different things. And it'll be great to see kind of again later down the line how far he's come from that point or this point now, and also how much more knowledge he has to share with us. Because I feel like with this kind of game of trainers, once you start knocking down doors, they just keep coming down and just keep literally making things work. So yeah, man, congratulations for how you come so far.
Thank you, man.
And
Thank you.
we hope to see you go further.
Thank you.
Man.
Shout out to the brands that follow me. I see you.
It's good to have like a trailblazer like yourself, just like
Thank you, man. I've never been called a trailblazer before. So thank you.
If you think about it, like drop information. We're not going to the brands. We're going to you.
It's fun. It's funny as well because people ask all the time, and I'll be quick because I know you're wrapping up. But
That's cool, man.
one of the questions as well is that you mentioned earlier is leaking, like ruining the game and stuff. And I've had the opportunity to sit with the brands and sit with Nike and ask them, so do you lot get annoyed with this stuff? And for the answer to that, you have to tune in to another episode.
That's quality. And on that note, guys, thank you for watching today's episode. Obviously, we've been joined by the illustrious Kaff Official.
Jeez.
If you don't know,
everything
get to
will be in
know.
the bio.
Yeah.
Everything.
All the details there in the bio. Guys, as usual, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, sir.
Because how are we gonna grow otherwise? And if you go to the description as well, you'll find the links to all of our other social media. So Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and obviously you can find us on YouTube Shorts as well as YouTube. So make sure you type in everywhere. And any last remarks, guys?
If you're wondering when a shoe is gonna drop, just sit down, imagine in your head a shoe, and then wonder when it's gonna drop. Go to his Instagram story. You'll see it there.
It'll be there on the story.
It'll be there.
Live and direct.
Yeah.
I'm loaded.
And if it's not there yet and you message him, he'll be like, coming soon.
Don't worry. Next post.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Kaff, thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, man.
And yeah, guys, we are out.
There.
Adios.
Peace.
Bow.